Okay, so this is a demo of Module 8's assignment 8. It's the Advanced Text Processing program, and what we've got here are two pages, a form and a script, which is a common paradigm for this class, so you should be kind of used to that model by now. You've got a main text box with some text that I supplied. You can easily change this or type in your additional text or anything else if you want to further test your scripts. And then it's got four choices down here that are all radio buttons. And what you can see here is three of them are already defined for you. And then there's a fourth option that I've put there because I want you to develop your own idea of what a good text processing tool might be. So we've got an option that extracts emails from the text, one that counts the number of words in the text, one that adds links to the text. Wherever there's a hyperlink or a web address in the text, it'll turn that into a link. And then a fourth option, like I said, that's supplied by you. So if I hit the extract emails, you can see there's a few email addresses here. It'll process the text and it lists each one of those as a mail to link. So if I click those, it opens my email client and wants to send an email to those. Don't send an email to president@bakersfieldcollege.edu unless you're telling them how great I am at teaching this class. Then feel free to do that. So count words. We'll count the number of words in the text. You can see it says 64 here. And then if I add some more, a few more words, and I hit process text, that count keeps up accurately. So that's something that it does. Add links, again, we'll take any hyperlinks and turn those into actual clickable links in a block of text. So that's what those functions do. And then again, the fourth option is for you to fill in. If you take a look at the code, we've got the form here. The form is pretty fleshed out for you. The only thing you'll want to come in and change is whatever the fourth option is. You'll probably want to tell the user what it is they're doing. You might want to play around with the sample text, but you can always do that when you're using the form as well because it's in a text area. So that's just good practice using those types of controls, and you can kind of see how those are and also how they're styled if you want to use the style sheet or change that. As far as the script goes, I've tried to make it pretty easy here for you. The first thing you'll see is a function that says replace links. You'll use that later on to replace the links because I don't expect you to understand the full extent to which regular expressions work in this class. This is really more about taking the patterns that other people have developed, which you can find easily online, and using the PHP functions for implementing those patterns in a specific way. So in this case, this function will take some text and look for links in it, replace them with hyperlinks, and send back some text. So you can use that function as part of this assignment to easily implement that text switch out. And you can see here, here's a good introduction to the switch statement, which is a branching control in PHP, like an if, elif, or else statement. But this one uses the post dot operation, which is that radio button group, to decide which of these things it does. You'll notice it says case, and then if the choice is extract emails. And then you also notice that at the end of that code block, there's no there's no curly braces around this, but there's a colon here. And then at the end of that section, there's a break. If you don't do that, it will execute all of this code straight through. So make sure you include that break statement. It's already there, so it should be pretty easy to remember. In this case, in each of these cases, I've put comments here detailing what exactly you need to do for that section. So you're going to fill those in, and then again on the extra option or the fourth option, you're going to need to kind of do something more from scratch. But I encourage you to look around and see what other people do with text processing, and then you can fill that in on your own. But that is assignment 8, and those are the resources that are available to you. So happy coding.